Hello everyone, my name is Togis and I would like to present you with our new alpha for our new game. This game has been since 6 months into development, so the alpha is very early. It's almost the first one you can play, and you can download it right now for free on our website. The link will be below the video. So what is this game? The game's name is Corp, and in this game you start with a simple little explorer here, and your goal is to explore the world, which is huge, and find civilization. Once you will find this civilization, any kind of civilization, your goal will be to help it to evolve through time, to improve. But meanwhile, you also want to get rich. Your goal is to create a big, massive corporation and be able to take your retirement in the sun. So, let's get started. How do you do that? How do you help a civilization to grow from the past, from antiquity to a very far future era? Well, here in this game you don't control any kind of civilization. The only thing you control is your ability to influence the civilization through the power of industry and service, etc. So let's get started. We have a tutorial right now. It's not very good, but at least if you download the game, it will help you to know about the basics. It's a work in progress, but for now I will just ignore it, and I know how to play, of course. So I will select my explorer here, and this game, as you can see, is a turn-by-turn game. It means that every turn I have a certain number of actions that I can do, and then I run out. And when I run out, I pass to the next turn. It's to the other player to play, etc. So this explorer has a 12 move possible this turn. So a move is one tile. Here is a tile. If I right click on this position, it will move. I don't know why it was so laggy, but normally it's pretty fluid. Yeah, that's much better. So I will follow this dirt path. Well, it's most likely a sand path right now, and click next turn because I run out of move. Next turn. Along the way I may find some interesting stuff like trees, for instance, or maybe a crate that I will be able to loot for some items. Maybe I will have some danger like a wolf or a thief that I will have to fight with. But for now it's kind of empty. Oh, here's a crate. Let's take it. We have a notification behind me, of course, you don't see it, telling us that we found a crate, just in case we miss it. If you click on it, it will zoom. And let's get down with it. So here we have a lot of the map, but as you can see, some places have trees, some places have stone, etc. You have data layer that allow you to have those kind of information. So if I click on trees, for instance, it will highlight me the area with trees. But there's also other kind of resources that we cannot see on the map, but we can see on data layer, like for instance the level of flora. We can see that here we have a lot of flora, but of course on the stone we don't, and so far so on. Let me try to find a city. Sometimes it will spawn you a bit far away, but I think we are very near. I can see in the fog here some kind of indication. And of course, in this crate, I found some interesting stuff. I found 4 clay bricks and 20 raw stone. So this will be very important later. It will allow us to skip a step in the process of evolution, but we are not there yet. Here is our first city. We found a city. It's pretty nice. I really love it. And we can see that it already have one house. So this game works in a kind of balance, sorry. And in this balance you need to hire people from a town to work in your factory, in your farms, in your production center, and at the same time those people that you hire become your customers and allow you to make money. Here on the top left corner of the screen we do have the money counter. I have 4,000 money. I'm losing money right now because every turn, well, it's not shown here yet, every turn I'm paying money to maintain my explorer, one gold. Okay. We also have 2 players right now, but the AI won't do anything. Don't worry, we are the blue player, and this is the value of my company. If this value is dropping below 0, that's it. I'm done. I'm dead. But anyway, let's focus back on the city. This city will require good and luxuries. But the first good we need is food, obviously, because otherwise the city will starve, people will start dying, and of course if people start dying you need to hire other people, it's boring. So if I double click this city, it will give me more information about the status of the city. The city name is Fall Winter. That's a pretty cool name. And we can see that the population right now is desiring 2 food of any kind per turn and firewood. We will come back to that later, but let's focus on the food right now. We can see also in the inventory that it has a little bit of food, but not much. Plants is a kind of food, and it satisfied 1 desire per turn, but we will want to give them more. Hopefully, we have some building unlocked, and we can start building right away. And in those buildings, I will find a plant gatherer. So, what will this do? If it wants to, this plant gatherer will actually collect the flora that we can see highlighted on the map right now and transform it into an item that I will be able to sell to the city. I'll place it right here right now, and it will make me a construction center, a construction site. This construction site will take 1 turn to construct because it's a pretty simple building, but some others will take longer, etc. But let's end the turn and just see what's happening. Okay, this building has been constructed. Now, if I double click on it, I will have more information again, and we can see that for now it's hiring Anja Rados as an employee. We can see that Anja is very bad at leadership. Basically it means that if it's working alone, it will slack off a bit. And we also have a average gatherer skill. So gatherer is people that go collect stuff on the ground, or miners, etc. We have other kind of skills for the citizen, but well, Anja is pretty bad to everything here, we can see. But we need gatherer right now, so let's have a look who else do we have on the city. We can try to hire a new worker, and we will see that we have Sylvia Rados for now. Why do we have only her? It's because we only have 1 house. But the city will soon grow, etc., because it has construction material and everything it needs to grow a little bit. But I will hire both right now because I will make 7.0 for plants per turn, which is pretty interesting because we only need 2. So it will allow me to make a bit of money. Meanwhile, I will take my explorer, and the first way to trade, of course, is to transport item with the explorer. So if I take my explorer, oh, by the way, I press next turn. Here, by pressing next turn, I produce, of course, 8 plants. It rounded up because they are a bit better together than anyone. And I can trade with my plant gatherer. But to trade, I just, let's say, for instance, take 100 of the plants. Good. If I go back to my to the city of Fall Winter, it will take me 2 turns. Let's wait next turn. I can trade with the city and sell to the city those plants. By doing that, I'm making profit, and therefore stop being bankrupt and losing all my money. Meanwhile, we can see that the city evolved a bit, so it may be a good idea to not hire those 2 people anymore, but just take someone much better, like Ramon here. Ramon is a very good leader and also a very good gatherer. So for instance, for now, the team productivity of those 2 people together is 176. If I just hire him and fire those 2, 145 with just 1 person. Which is good also with the leader, is that it will boost the whole team. So I could really hire again Anja, which is pretty bad at leadership, but his gatherer skill will be boosted by the leadership of Ramon. Okay, so now we are producing 10 food per turn, which is pretty good, but I don't really want to transport all the time the stuff all together. It will be boring, right? Really, and we will have a lot of production. So for now, my explorer, I will just tell him, just explore, go have your life and do whatever you want. What I want to do is create a stockpile near my gatherer, near my plant gatherer. By creating a stockpile, it will take 1 turn also and cost me a bit of money, etc., etc., but we don't mind. Next turn, the stockpile will hire someone, and that guy will basically go to all the building around it and collect the resource and bring them to the stockpile. It also has a cart by default. Some stockpile later on will allow you to hire more people and have more carts. If I press next turn, we will see the food appear here. Yes, and this cart is basically an automatic way to sell your goods to the city. But for now, it won't sell anything because we have to give it the order to sell. So I will give the order to sell plants to the closest city, that's this one. I could say fall winter here, and just sell it. Perfect. So if I wait next turn again, we will see that this cart will automatically go and try to sell the food to the city. I said try because some city will sometimes have too much food and say, oh, no, I don't really want to buy food anymore. The price vary according to plenty factor, but you can see that the buy price here is 0.18. The base price on the tooltip is 0.2, so they're basically buying less expensive than what the real price is. This is because they have plenty of it. Okay, anyway, let me have a sip of water because speaking so much is making me thirsty. Okay, next we have solved the problem of food. We can go on and try to make better stuff now. Now the house will want to improve in, the city will want to improve in luxury. Well, they are in fall winter and they will be cold. So the first stuff we have to provide, the first luxury to make them happy, is firewood. Let me check at the time. Perfect. So firewood will require you to make a wood cutter, and that wood cutter will have to be around trees to be working. Of course, if you make a wood cutter here, there's no tree, so they cannot cut wood. But as you can see here on the bottom of the screen, we can see that the wood cutter requires gold, of course, but also 5 straw to be built, because you're not building anything out of the ground. You just have to provide the construction material. And we don't have straw right now. So the first stuff we will have to do is a straw farm. This straw farm is free. It doesn't require construction material, but it requires a bit more money. If I place it near to my stockpile, this straw farm will be able to be collected by the stockpile. It will be a bit better. So in construction site, like everything, we can hire more people. You can see how much time it will take and the material required known for now. Let's just wait next turn. The city keep growing. It won't grow forever. So now it will stop. It needs 10 straw to build a new house. And it will tell us if it wants to. But we will see that later. So we have our straw farm and we want to collect 5 straw. For now, this guy, Sylvia, this girl, is collecting 1.92 straw per turn. I would like to have a bit more. So this is another kind of building. It's a factory. It's not collecting anything from the ground. It's basically creating its own resource, but it can also transform some resource from the input to the output. We will see that later. For instance, you could cut planks into firewood, which we will do very soon. So this will provide us with 4.64 straw per turn. That's basically, if we wait 2 turns, we should have the necessary amount of straw. Almost. Let's wait 1 more turn. Okay, we have 8 straw here. It's perfect. It means that we can build our wood cutter. Let's build it around here. Yeah, let's build it around here. So this wood cutter requires straw, and the problem is that there's no one that will, it's not in the range of the stockpile, so who will bring it to this place? Of course, I could take my explorer and go there, take the straw, bring it here, transfer it to the building, and then have a wood cutter. But I don't want that. I'm a CEO, you know. I don't want to do work myself. So let's have a stockpile right next to it. And this stockpile, once constructed, will realize that, hey, we need straw. And here we can say, hey, you are allowed to export straw to other stockpile. So let's wait 1 turn, and we will see that this cart will go and take the straw to bring it to the construction site. Those kind of automation really allow you to have a very far, not a micromanagement, but a macro management, which is much easier when you really start to have a lot of stuff and have to know, okay, where did I put my straw farm? Where did I put my stuff? Don't worry about that, they will manage it themselves. So next turn you will see that they will provide the straw to this building, and 1 turn later it will be built. This is the woodcutter. Hello woodcutter. And the woodcutter is at the same time a gatherer building and a factory building. So we can see that this gatherer will take the trees and cut them down and produce 0.5 trees per turn. But at the same time, the producer here will take trees every turn and transform into a few firewood. But of course, for now, we don't have trees, so I would like to have a little bit of a backlog of log, and produce a bit of log before we start cutting it. Okay, so let's wait a few turns, and we will see that the progress bar here, when it will reach the end, because the duration is 8, will provide us with a bunch of trees. Well, log, of course. Okay, you don't see appear here because it's the stockpile that manages it, and we have 5 log. Perfect. So I will fire the worst people here, which is Sylvia, and hire someone good here like Carter. Okay, so we are still producing more than we are consuming. It's very good, and we will produce firewood. Wonderful. If we go back to the city, we will need 3.6 firewood per turn to satisfy everyone, which is not good because we are only producing 3.33, which is not really enough. So you know what, I will just have, for now, I could hire someone better if I had someone better, but I already hired the best one. I will have a second woodcutter place. And of course they will do everything automatically. I could also try to have more house. Oh, how did you get straw? Did I make a mistake? Maybe there's a little bug here. Maybe the export is trying to steal straw. It's a bit strange, but it's an alpha. That's possible. Let's have a look at you. Yeah, you are trying to sell straw. That's not good. I will fix that for the demo. Not for the demo, but for the demo you can download here right now. So let's stop exporting right now, so we don't have too much house under control, because more house we have, more needs we have. For now we have 40 need of food, which is kind of a lot because we are only producing 10, so let's hire a bit more. 15, they will make a few more house. 20 is good. Very good. Here they should produce the woodcutter very soon. No, because I'm not exporting. Let's do it manually. That's a little bug that I will fix. Don't worry, we just need 5 and bring it here. I can control this card for now because I'm not selling anything automatically, but I will directly sell the firewood. Okay, we will have firewood. Okay, we can see here that they need firewood and they also require straw. Why do they require straw? Because they want to build a new house. I don't really want that. I don't want to have too much people right now. So let's press next turn. We have our new woodcutter place, which will produce 2.53 here. You're not very good. You're pretty bad. Let's hire someone a bit better. 3.7 kind of, and 3.3, so it's more than enough per turn. Wonderful. So now we have firewood here because we just make a sell of a few turns, and we can see that the city wants to evolve in time now. It's a very interesting because the city wants to build a well, but also want planks to build that well. And planks, we have no way to do it. No way at all. We don't know what it is. So we will have to research it. In order to research it, we will need a laboratory. This one. And we will have the little bag of the straw, but I will fix it by bringing some log here. So I will build my laboratory around here, and I will see that the laboratory requires 10 straw and 4 log. I can hire someone also to reduce the construction time by 2, of course. And how do I want to do that? I can export here and pray that they don't sell it to the city. That's the little bug. Yeah, they did sell it to the city. That's bad. I will need my explorer. Where is he? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Let's have a quick look around. We don't have a key to find it right now, but it's coming soon. Okay, it seems to be here, near. Very new, cool. Stop exploring and come here. I need to take the logs myself. I hate doing work myself. Anyway, you take 5 log, perfect, and bring them to this construction site. Next turn. Yeah, they don't have log because we just sold all our stock, etc., and I just use everything here. You can see that we collected also a few bread and wine, etc. I can sell them to the city to make a bit of money right now. Even though they don't need it, they will be happy to have some. Okay, here we have everything. Perfect. So next turn we will have our laboratory. In the laboratory you have to hire scientists. It's once again another skill. So let's fire this guy. It's a bit crappy. And I like you. I like you. Okay. And now we will have to choose our first research. So if I change the research here, we will have the research tree popping in. And you can see there's a very big research tree. It's because you will evolve in time quite a lot in this game. But the first research I want, well, it's not the first one that you have to do, but for this case, I will want to research carpentry. So it will normally take me 10 turns, but I have a team productivity of 2.2 because I hire good guys. So it will only take kind of 5 turns. I want to speed that up. Let's hire everyone. And, well, it will take about 3 turns now. Select research, I did that. Thank you. Move unit. Yes, sell some of that, and that's all. I will keep the rest for me. Go explore. Sorry. Very cool. We have the carpentry half research here. You don't see it very good. We will work on the interface a bit better, but for now it's not readable if you are on sand. And one more turn to research the carpentry. Ta-da! Wonderful. I don't need so much people in my laboratory right now, so I will just fire a few guys and just keep one to keep the research going. Let's select a research, and one that will be very interesting for later will be the ability to make farm and produce a bit different variety of food. Those food will be much better than plants you can feed with one potato, much more people than with a plant, but also you can sell them more expensive to the city, which is never to be forgotten. Well, we researched the carpentry, so we have access to a few new buildings now, and the few new buildings we have is the stockpile is evolved to a storehouse. So we could, if we double click here, upgrade our stockpile to a storehouse for 4 log, and this will allow us to hire more people, etc., and have a bigger radius. But we don't want to do that right now. We just want to build a sawmill. This sawmill will transform log into planks or into firewood, but much faster than would do the woodcutter. Let's have it around here. It's quite a nice place. It's in range. We just need to have 10 log. Do we have that? Nah, not quite yet. We are using too much for the firewood, but if we wait a few turns, they will complain a bit, but at the end they will have it, I suppose. Or we could also stop making firewood and just hire more people to make log. For now, we don't really need the city to be happy right now. Of course, it won't evolve if it's not happy, but we don't have planks anyway, so let's forget about it. And they don't have quite enough food. 20 food per turn because they really upgraded a lot. Yeah, that's the bug of the straw. It's annoying. And here we are a bit slow. It will be okay. It will be okay. For the demonstration, it will be okay. You can tweak it, and but with this little bug that we had, it will be a bit complicated. I will fix it anyway. I just want to show you the last evolution of a city, and then we will keep going. So here we have 13. He's not working very fast because he has too much work. We could evolve this building to provide him with faster capacity, which is an idea. Let's do it. It will just take 1 turn. We have the log, so now he can take 50 items. If every person can take 50 items instead of 15, which is much faster, it will be better. Next turn, and we can see the cool storehouse. Sorry, I'm humming a lot. Okay, here we have all the construction material required, but the duration is a bit long. Let's hire a bit more people to fasten the project. And we have our first stop humming. We have our first log cutting plant. This plant will just take log, and transform it into whatever you want. You can have furniture, you can have firewood much faster than the other side, and we can have planks. I want to make planks for now. I just need a little bit, but I will try to make it fast. And here we can go back to making firewood because we still need some anyway. How is the team here? Are you good people? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay-ish. If we wait a few turns, and I'm playing very fast here, you could really take your time to explore yourself the place and try to find other cities and try to help those other cities to grow, because more city you have, of course, more money you make. For now, I'm in negative, but my value of the company is still positive, so I'm fine. I'm not dying. And also the advantage of exploring will be to find other resources. For instance, we have some clay here, which is very interesting, but we may not have some resources like coal. We have, in this case, iron. Yeah, a little bit. We are really lucky. Let's see for marble. Marble is quite tricky to find at the beginning. Okay, this is a perfect city. But you could run into a situation where you have to manage multiple cities and try to make exchange between those cities to be able to evolve further. Anyway, I'm speaking too much and not spending my turn fast enough. We are not producing a log fast enough here, but it will be okay. We will make some planks. I will just sell those planks to the city, so next time this cart is coming back, it will take all the planks that we had that just disappeared. Okay. Ooh, we researched something. Let me research something else. I'm a bit lost right now. Sorry. So it will take the planks normally and sell it to the city. Okay, it did it, and we have our first well. Once we have our well, all the citizens will have access to water. For now they need a lot of water, but if we need next turn, you will see that the house will be satisfied. It has the water, and as all the houses are satisfied, we evolved to the next level of civilization, which will of course require new needs and so far so on. So here, this house now requires clay, and we don't know what is clay, so we will research it, produce it, give it to them. This is not a proper let's play, this is just a little demonstration. I will have on this channel a let's play where we will evolve from the antiquity to, well, what we have right now is the beginning of Renaissance. If you're interested, you can subscribe here or join us on Facebook, Twitter, anything. All the link will be below the video, or maybe I will put a notation on top of me if I remember, here, everywhere. I hope you enjoyed. This is very, remember, this is very alpha. We are open to every suggestion, and we would like to have your feedback, so don't hesitate to tell us. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.